Are you a coach who's tired of drowning in complex marketing strategies? Welcome to Simple Client Attraction for Coaches, the bite sized podcast that transforms how women coaches attract their ideal clients without the complicated systems or endless marketing tasks. I'm your host, Sandra Fidelis, and each episode I bring you straight talking conversations with successful coaches and industry experts who share their most effective and simple client attraction strategies. Subscribe now and discover how to fill your practice with dream clients in less time than it takes to enjoy your morning coffee. And today we have Jillinda Freeman, who is a certified life and relationship coach with over 3 decades of transformative experience spanning healthcare and personal development. With 32 years of dedicated service helping others navigate their most challenging moments, Jillinda has witnessed firsthand the incredible resilience of the human spirit and the power of purposeful guidance. She has an unparalleled understanding of how stress, transitions, and life obstacles impact both professional performance and personal fulfillment. And her mission is to empower others to move beyond surviving to truly thriving. Whether you're navigating career transitions, seeking work life balance, or ready to overcome the obstacles holding you back, Jillinda provides the clarity, tools, and unwavering support needed to create lasting change. And today, Jillinda and I are going to be talking about what if you didn't have to prove yourself anymore? The truth about being seen, valued, and grounded in a world that runs on overwork. So, welcome, Jillinda.
Thank you, Sandra. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Jillinda, you've had quite a successful career in the healthcare industry. You've gotten to high heights in terms of your level in these organizations. And you've seen, I mean, I'm sure you've been this woman, right, yourself. I'm sure you've seen a lot of women in the corporate space who are high achieving women, but they feel like they're always having to prove themselves even after years of success. So why do you think that happens to us women?
Oh, goodness. Well, Sandra, so many of us grow up with the belief that, our worth and who we are is tied into just that. We get praised for, our achievements, for pushing through, getting through, no matter what we have on our plate. And that becomes our identity. Even when we're already successful, there's that inner voice that's saying, don't slow down. They're not going to notice you. You got to keep moving. You got to keep doing more. It's 100% exhausting. And because of constantly running for validation, that doesn't actually make us feel it fulfilled at all.
So when somebody stops chasing that validation and really starts standing grounded in their own worth, what shifts, or rather, what needs to shift in order for this woman to get there?
Instead of asking yourself, what I call the chatter in your head is, am I enough? I'm doubting, I'm questioning. And then that light switch gets turned on and you say, I am enough. And here's how I want to contribute. You make the decision differently and you say yes because it aligns, and people respond to you differently. They actually respect you more when you stop over proving and start owning your true value.
Yep. Yeah. And it's a really scary thing to do if this is something that you've done your whole life or maybe career. Uh,
Yes.
what do you say to women who are like, feeling like, hey, if I make this shift, if I start to pull back from overgiving or make myself a priority more, right? What if the things that I have worked so hard for, I I start to lose them, right? Like that, I think that that is the main um question in the minds of a woman who's overgiving, right? Like I've worked so hard for this. And now that I'm at this level, whether it's, financially or professionally, I can't stop, right? This is the only speed I know. This is the only way I know how to show up. So what do you say to that?
Uh, Start by asking yourself a simple question. And, that would be, if I wasn't trying to prove myself right now, how would I handle this? It changes everything. Maybe you delegate more. Maybe you learn to say no. Maybe you do the project in a simpler way. You find a different technique, a different avenue. That one pause creates space for you to act from a sense of confidence, not from fear, not from fear of being not recognized, or if I say no, something's going to happen. And then when you consistently show up grounded like that, people see you differently. They start responding to you differently, not because you did more, but because you owned your place in the room
Mm.
and you have a better understanding of your true value and your worth.
So, is there one example that you can give us about yourself, in your career where you were able to make this shift?
In the one area that I was in for over 17 years, I found myself being that woman that was on an executive level, but feeling that I had to continue putting the 16 to 18-hour days in and not questioning anything else that I had to do. In my mind, that if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't be recognized. Or let me rephrase that. I would go back and say to myself, Jillinda, there's 20 other people in line waiting for your job. You must do more continuously.
Mm.
But when I did that, Sandra, I started to lose who I was. I started to lose my own identity. I started to lose my purpose and what drove me to do what I was doing. What was the reasoning behind or the rationale behind it? So the mantra that I always go off of is, do more, be more, and have more. But you do all that without losing yourself. And what does that really mean? And it's being able to make sure things are aligned with you and that just keeps you busy and be more grounded on who you really are and what truly reflects your values. And are you saying the things that you live bigger and fuller without sacrificing yourself? In the process, you don't have to disappear under the weight of your own success. And I always go back to the word of dignity. Your dignity will always be intact.
So always in the back of your mind, there are people waiting for my job, right? I have to be the best, or I have to overwork, or I have to overgive, and losing yourself, like losing the reason why you even loved the work that you're doing anyway, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
when you lose that, when you lose the why, that's when I think things start to, you start to see things happen on a physical level, maybe even like a, emotional or spiritual level. And
100.
yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why there are so many women struggling with, and on those levels. So thank you for sharing that. I know that the corporate woman. You've been her, you've been
Yes.
at
Yes.
every level in corporate. If you could give us one little nugget to take away, what would that be?
Hmm. Find your true, authentic self. So when I say to you, here right now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do today that truly is going to impact and truly is going to matter in the world?
Mhm. Yeah. So if there's a woman listening who is wanting some guidance, wanting, some hand holding, wanting some clarity, whether she's a businesswoman, has her own business, or is a professional and is feeling overworked and maybe underappreciated, how can she connect with you?
Going on the website, jillindafreeman.com. and that's JILLINDAFREEMAN.com. And go ahead and click on schedule a free consultation and we can get started.
Yeah, you can go to Jillinda's website and click on the top right. There's a button there where you can book a discovery call with her. We're also going to have the link directly to her calendar. So if this resonates with you, I would definitely reach out and speak to her about helping you to, really align with what it is that is your why. Because once you do that, then things start to align in multiple ways in multiple areas of your life. So thank you so much, Jillinda, for sharing this with
Sandra,
us.
thank you for having me today. It was truly a pleasure, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Simple Client Attraction for Coaches. Want to launch your own interview style podcast? Grab the free Launch an Interview Style Podcast Guide at sandrafidelis.com/podcast guide, or point your camera at the QR code on the video to download. I hope today's bite-sized strategies have given you practical ideas you can implement right away in your coaching business. If you'd like to watch the video of our interview, then head on over to simpleclientattractionforcoaches.com. Did you find value in today's episode? If so, please share it with other coaches in your network who could benefit from these straightforward bite-sized strategies. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us. Until next time, remember, client attraction doesn't have to be complicated. Small, consistent actions can lead to remarkable results. I'll see you in our next episode with more simple strategies to help your coaching business thrive.